Namaste, beloveds. Very, very nice to see you all here in this 2 days intensive, Satsang Intensive. I feel that 2 days, 2 meetings is a lot of time for us to live the truth, to explore the mm, understanding, misunderstandings, and like to improve the understandings also. It's a lot of time. And how it is possible, I have shared a video which you might have listened already, no? About the satsang basics and getting best or something like this, no? Out of satsang also. No? So the key is remaining in the flow. Key is remaining in the flow. No? Now remaining in the flow, I can simply say that just remain bit alert in the sense that keep your alertness little open, that if you feel any sense of incompletion or sense of discontentment in relation to being in the flow, then a improvement is possible. If that such a thing is not there as a feeling, as a feeling, then let there be thoughts. They don't matter now. Because thoughts don't matter now. If the feeling is not there, if the feeling is that you are so completely in the flow right now and benefited, then you are benefited really. Then let thoughts come and go. Don't worry about them. But if you yourself feel, if you yourself feel that no, something can be improved, so then something can be improved. Then talking can happen. So in this way, I feel that these 2 meetings or these 2 days are quite a lot of time for us. Because the light of this satsang, which is the togetherness, which is our togetherness, this light of satsang will simply highlight so many things. We will be able to see what we want to see more clearly. Like we are trying to see some things, we will succeed in seeing them clearly. We are trying to sit in our being, we will succeed in sitting out in our being here through in this light of satsang. Like the what we can call dividedness does not have power in the light of truth. And this is the place, this is space of satsang is full of light of truth. Here the dividedness does not have power. But if sometime, if our attachment to the dividedness is too much, also we may feel stress, or finally we may feel sleep also. Sleep is just an indication that somehow, So I think all that I have covered quite a lot in those videos, and I just thought that we can touch them, look at them, or live them a little bit again. If any one of you have any questions about the video which I have shared, we can quickly ask. Like we can just quickly, you can ask and I quickly answer that. Then after that we begin now. No? So any question connected to the videos which I have shared, 2 videos we shared.
Not a question so much, more a thank you for these basics in a way that I feel I can't hear it enough. Also, especially in the basic satsangs, like the importance of understanding and the refining of understanding. And with listening to the recording, and thankfully you keep repeating these fundamentals for us, there is always something new I feel, or some corner I haven't seen yet, I haven't explored yet. So I feel, although maybe the title is the same of the basic, still there is always something new, which is very, very helpful, I feel.
Actually, this is the thing to be understood about these kind of sharings, that mostly listening to them one time is not enough, really. You know, meaning I'm not talking about a particular recording. I'm talking about a particular message, whether as a one recording or as series of recordings. It is the same message, really. No? So that same message, we have to hear it few times. As you said, that there are still blind spots and we are not able to see them. No, you are very right. And I'm also very pleasantly surprised that you are talking about understanding, because that was the feeling in me right now, that let us again understand or explore the importance of understanding. No? We may think that understanding is what we think in the mind or understand in the mind. No, that's not the understanding I'm talking about. That's not the understanding I talked about in those videos. No? Let's say you have to make a decision right now about something. From where you will make that decision? That place is the place of understanding in you. No? I'm talking about that place. No? That central one place from where we are deciding everything. That is the place of understanding. No? So, who we are in a way, or what we are calling ourselves, and our understanding are not really two things. They're not that so much we have the understanding, but more we are the understanding. You know, and it is so true that what we understand who we are is as what we are living. No? So we understand that I am a seeker of truth. We understand that I am a person. We understand that I am a body. We understand that I am a male or female. We understand that I am growing. We understand that I have grown more spiritually now, but I am not awake yet. All this understanding is forming that experience of the self that we are experiencing every day as ourself. You know, and not only about ourself, about everything that we are experiencing also. You know, so this under core understanding is basically dictating, governing what we are experiencing in life and as what we are experiencing ourselves. So that's why it is very central thing. This is that knot. This is that knot of bondage or like this. And it is not that the effort that we are doing, the sadhana that we do, or the life that we live also is not contributing in it. It is also contributing in it. Because there is no other place where any correction can happen anyway. So maybe can I say again the basics, that there are three components, let's say, as a whole for who we are in the body. One is the self that we are, which we are never not going to be anything else other than that. That self is not changing, or nor can it change ever. No. Rest is the energies, consciousness and energies playing in it, plus something between the two, which is connecting which is connecting the self with the consciousness and the energy. That is the wisdom. That is the understanding part. No? That is what is core mind, fundamental mind. You know? Like if I ask any one of you, do you want anything? You may say very quickly, maybe in the beginning, I don't want anything. then okay, sit with me quietly. And you may not be able to sit. Why? You are not able to sit quietly. My energies are moving, so that's okay. But why you need to move with your energies, no? And you will notice that I want something from my energy. That's why I'm moving with them, no? So you do want something really. It's just that you're not noticing it, no? You know what I mean? So this is where the correction in the understanding is possible. In the fully fully, how to say, state of an understanding, when we have reached to the full potential of this understanding, then who we are is as clear to us as breathing, as present also. The truth that we are is as present as the body, breath, senses, consciousness. And what is the body, senses, breath, consciousness is also as clear to us. Like there is no processing in understanding anything. Even if our energy may not be balanced. That is the relationship part. No? That is the relationship with the consciousness now. No? But after all, this whole thing is the understanding or no? But the core understanding in a way. No? And everything that we do, contemplation, even self-inquiry, it is just correcting the understanding only. It is not doing anything else. Sadhana, supporting activities are helping in removing the non-essential energies which are unnecessarily, creating disturbances in the body or like the heaviness. So there is a immense value of understanding. Understanding working in both the direction. Like sit quietly. Oh, I'm not able to sit quietly. I'm trying to sit quietly. Why you are trying to sit quietly? Why cannot you just sit quietly without trying? You know, thinking about it, looking into it. Why it is like this? And when we are on this topic, I want to really try to make it as clear as possible, because we think that because I'm not able to think so well, because I'm not so intellectual, because I'm not so intelligent, that my understanding also. No, no, not at all. It's absolutely wrong, false. It's absolutely false. I'm talking about fundamental understanding, which every soul has, and which every soul has the capacity to correct also. It has nothing to do with thinking. It has nothing to do with thinking at all. Fundamental understanding has nothing to do with thinking. It has everything to do with deciding things. What do you want to do right now? This question is the deepest, can bring us to the deepest contemplation in this moment. No? What do I want in this moment? And when we are not in this contemplation, what do I want in this moment? Where we are and how we are? You know, think about it right now. If any one of you have any sense of discomfort, or how to say suffering, any sense of suffering, no? Like life should be better, or I should be better in this moment, then from where it is coming? And it is okay from wherever it is coming. Why you are attending it? Are you saying my feeling? Is it your feeling? Or is it just a feeling happening in you? No? It's just a feeling happening in me and doesn't matter to me. I'm blissfully present as myself. No, doesn't matter now. No, no, it is my feeling, and because of this, I'm not able to sit in this satsang, and I'm not able to enjoy this satsang fully. Then let us look deeply into it, or you look deeply into it. No? And that is the clue again, from where the wisdom can be more evolved, wisdom of the soul that we are, or the understanding can be refined. No? Refinement of the understanding is the most fundamental work, which is approached through different things. No? What I call contemplation, self-inquiry, or anything like this. All these approaches are to refine the fundamental understanding. Because we think that there has to be some method to freedom. No. That's not necessary. Method is not necessary. The way to freedom is through understanding the bondage. And only understanding the bondage, not understanding and afterward removing it. No? Understanding is most fundamental, but it is misunderstood mostly. No? Thank you, beloved. Very, very nice. Yeah.
I feel there is a similarity between the two possibilities of understanding. In a way, the understanding of the mind, like 1 + 1 is 2 kind of thing, and what you just shared. And also with health. I feel there are these quick fixes. Like I have a cold, I take a pill, I'm healthy again. And in a week it happens again, and again there are always these pills. But the deeper health and the core health and the core understanding is this updating, and that it doesn't come in the first place. In a way, if I'm holistic healthy, then I don't get maybe the cold in the first place. Then I don't need the pill. And also, if I have this more fundamental understanding and a decision with it, I don't need these quick fixes. I don't need the practical mind so much, because it's just not needed. I feel it's very close.
Yeah. I mean, this is about how it happens that as we become more central, as we become more central in our understanding, so our problems of life becomes less and less. No? Like we have to do less and less to fix life. No? Because it is as simple as this. Miriam, if you are thirsty, you will need to drink water. Until then, you will be restless. Clarity can help here more than different techniques. No? Being more simple about it can help. Being more present about it can help than trying different things. No? Like I tried, soda. I tried, Coca-Cola. I tried other, carbonated beverages, water and all. It kind of did not help. Even I tried to melt the ice cream on the cooktop and then had it, and then even that did not help. No. Why it did not help? Did you look deeply into what exactly it was, what was required? Like as minutely and analyzing as possible, what exactly is required? And it is a very surprise that when you are clear that this is a thirst for water, you can still have carbonated water, because pure water is not available right now. But this time you will be happy that I cannot be fully contented now because I am not getting the pure water yet. And then you will search for pure water. So this is the power of clarity. Clarity means what? Clarity means the understanding has evolved enough or has become central enough. Like there can be many techniques to find the water. No? But can there be many techniques to drink the water? However, the drinking the water is the most important thing. No. Although finding the water is also equally important. Because if you don't have the water, you cannot drink the water. But ultimately, when do we become free from thirst, which is like agitation, let's say, a sense of lack or something? No? Only when we drink the water. So that's why drinking the water is the most important. No? In the same way, if we can focus on the fundamentals and we can become more simple about things, what happens is that by thinking excessively, we get lost in the detailing of how to find the water. And even sometimes, so much so that we forget the taste of the water or the even fragrance of the water, and water is just in front of us that time, and we are still searching for the water. So our understanding not only should be clear, central, clean, it should be actually in our favor also. No, like it should be empowering us. Not it should be our weakness. No. So is our understanding our strength, or is our understanding our weakness? Like the more we understand, the more we become central and powerful and rooted in our being. Or the more we understand, the more somehow we feel divided and confused. No? Or divided and confused basically is the same thing. No? It's good, no? Like that. Yeah. Uma, you want to talk?
Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Ji, it is very clear that you are sharing with Miriam about core understanding. But I want to be clear more, and I want to check my understanding about core
Ah,
understanding.
very nice. That will be very nice. Let us do that. What I can do is that either you say some things and then we look into it, or I can share something, then again we look into it. But ultimately we are going to look into it together. No? But together means right now, not like in the long run. No?
Yes, ji, right now.
So, like how you can improve your understanding, let's say, or make it more central. No, like try to understand that our understanding is fragmented. What is fragmented? Fragmented basically means that there are many files in our office which have information in relation to something which we are searching for. No? But we have not read those files, or we have not even checked the table of content of it, whether it is useful in that relation or not. And that is mainly because we are so busy in our life right now. We are so busy in searching that we are not able to manage the whole process of search well. It is kind of unmanaged more, no? Like random ad hoc basis more, no? But that's kind of not a good idea. Like somebody who is whose life is not so managed, and they are continuously drifting away from one thing to another, like whatever looks like, oh, that is very promising, let's go there, and that's very promising, let's go there. For such people, managing their life, or their themselves, or managing time is essential. No, they cannot say that I don't have time to learn how to manage time. No, you know, if they can say like this, then they are not clear about even the value of managing time. No? So that is the fragmented state in the sense of understanding. No? So as soon as we are clear about the importance of central understanding, we will have time now to spend on it also. No? Yes. So it's not about what I'm doing in, like, now let us actually look into it. So it's not about what I'm doing in my life is different than what I'm doing in a spiritual meeting right now. Huh? It's not. It's different in the detailing only. It's different in the context. That is a different context. That is a different forum. But you are common, no? How sorted you are, no? How sorted you are there, how sorted you are here also, no? It's as simple as this, no? Sorted means what? Are the energies of body mind, our abilities to think, feel, and analyze life, are they more powerful than us, the user of it? Or are we more powerful than them? No? One another way of looking at it, no? Uma, there's some very powerful pointing made by great beings that stop, no, just stop. What is that pointing? You can understand now. Stop simply means stop and think, analyze, contemplate, look what I want, why I want, any and everything. You know, like I will stop searching, I will stop going any and everywhere. I'll just stop and think why I'm wanting anything and what exactly I'm going to get out of it and why I'm like what I'm getting out of any and everything. No? This is Uma stopping, correcting the central wisdom. No? Meaning understanding at the level of center of our being. No? And we feel that life is running away, time is running. In one sense, yes. In the sense of our this life, yes, time is running away, but not in the sense of possibilities of having more lives. No, that's never running away. We have a lot of time. No? We can have as many lives as we want, in a way. So stopping is a very good idea then, in that case. Stopping is also a very good idea, Uma. Especially when we are trying to, every day we try to reach somewhere and like we try to go to A and we reach always B, C, D, E, up to Z anywhere. No, that's also a very good area at that time. But whenever we try to go to A, we are able to reach A. We try to go to Z, we are able to reach Z. Then we don't need to stop, no? But what is a more surprising thing, Uma, here, that many times we are not even clear or we are not so strong in the desire that I want to reach to A today. I want to reach to A. We start like this. We reach to Z. We feel like, okay, I think I was destined to reach Z only. But then why you in the first place thought that I want to reach A? This is where the dividedness happens inside us. No? Like now we are confused. Should I believe the destiny as it life as it happens to me is what is best for me, or should I integrate myself, like crystallize myself and put all my effort? Now we are confused. No? Also, so all of this whole thing is what is um, fragmented understandings. No? In this whole time, the understandings are fragmented, but that's their kind of nature. Things they are going to be fragments. No? But the more important thing here is the one who is understanding them or using them is divided. Uma. As soon as the one who is trying to understand them is not divided, the fragmented understanding, they all start coming nicely together as a beautiful one thing, no? Like this. So that's why it is very important to come to one thinker, no, like to think or to feel that am I the one thinker of all of my thoughts? Or do we have a feeling that, oh my God, how could I think like that in the morning? How could I think like that yesterday? Do we have like this? No, that time were you not there? You know very well, no, how you could think about that, no, in that way. So these kind of this is one level of sleep in the soul which can be removed. No? It's not really about making life better or organizing life or anything. It's about waking up to who we are. No? So this is something I think you can correlate with it or no?
Yes, very much correlate. I can correlate because it is very clear, and I was also understanding before like this that uh, we must come to one so that we can see holistically. Parent means um, panoramic view, you say, so
Yeah.
not one by one.
Yes, not one by one. Thinking about a particular subject in a particular direction will require you, the thinker, to get into the detailing of it and get involved in that particular thought process. Yes? But not that you should always remain involved in one or the other thought process all the time. No? No, there should be some time when you are not involved in any thought process. You are only observing some previous thought processes going on inside by themselves. While you wonder that why they are going on, I'm not thinking, I'm not doing anything about it. And that correction will take place also. Mind will become much quieter, much less cluttered. It will become much more calm. Calm. Thinking is a very joyful process, by the way. When we really think, no, we are not thinking, we are struggling. We are not thinking, we are struggling. No? That struggling creates a lot of stress. No? Like it is, Uma, as if there are many people shouting, talking in your house. No? Or even can be a very good example, like in the old times, they used to have this share market, no share market. They used to have share market like a physical share market. It used to be there, like there are actually people there and shouting. Now everybody is shouting their price, their share. This is the best share. If you invest now, in 5 years you will be a millionaire or something. And you have to be so centered. Like you just have to stick to what you decided. What we decided, why you came, how much money you have, what is your plan for next 5 years. Like you have to just stick to that fundamental, understanding. Otherwise, you will be lost so quickly, no? Or ultimately, we will lose that money and opportunity even. Not only we will lose money, we will even lose the opportunity to multiply the money also. So you have to be like this. This is similar thing is happening inside us also. So many thoughts, so many feelings, so many voices. But being a central thinker is what is the first step towards refining our understanding. That what kind of thoughts, feelings, and processes and attractions going on inside me does not matter. What matters is that what I have to do with them or what I want to do with them. No? Like, do I have to do anything with them or do I want to do anything with them? No? Just one of the two things. No? Very quickly, it can become clear that, okay, it's fine. No? Like one level of hypnosis, broken. One level of sleep, finished. One level of bondage, broken. One level of freedom achieved. No? Now, you the central thinker, quietly sitting in yourself, thinking when necessary and not thinking when not necessary. No? As much as possible. No? Now you will have so much time. Now we will have so much time to think that, okay, what more I want in my life now? No? Apart from just thinking all the time. No? Many things are possible now here. So very good, thank you.
Gee, one more thing, can I say?
Yeah.
What I get? It if I say in one line, then we should come on a on our stable position and see clearly. The stability and clarity every time gives very much.
Yes, it is. Stability and clarity is a simple understanding which I share, but it is essential for everyone to come to know. And we might be, Uma, something very interesting I want to share with you. We might be misunderstanding this a lot. Like those who are devoted people, no, like who are living in the state of devotion, those souls, they are not stable and clear. They are so much more stable and clear than so-called intellectuals. They are so much more stable and clear than those who are intellectual thinking and this and that. No? Because stability and clarity brings us to undividedness in our being and undividedness in our decisions. So we cannot convince them that what you are doing is wrong or something sometimes. When they are really clear. No? I'm not talking about those who have started only following the path. I'm talking about those who actually have become clear that this is my path, no? Or this is my way to approach or to connect to truth or the supreme being, no? Within ourselves. So they are absolutely stable and clear now. No? That's why their thoughts and feelings are still there in them, mostly. But those thoughts and feelings are not able to pull them anywhere because they are so stable and also so clear that when I will move and when I will not. No, stable basically means that when we are clear, clear about when I will move and when I will not. No? So most of the time they are not moving, just still. No, unmoving. They are unmoving in their being. Naturally, they start connecting to the being that we are. No? They only move essential, like whenever essential, they move. No? So stability and clarity is a very magical thing, and mostly it is being misunderstood quite a lot. We think that stability is like a shout in the morning when I'm not able to wake up in the morning. I decided to wake up and I'm shouting, I should wake up. No, that's not stability. Stability is that even if you are feeling so sleepy in the morning and you are still able to wake up, that is stability. No? Stability means the continuous same thinker, same being who decided whatever it decided in the night, at the time of sleeping, continues to be same here. No, this is stability. No? Thank you. Very nice.
Thank you so much for this clarity. Thank you.
Yes. Just to remind all of you, while this talk is going on, what I call meditation, dhyan, as an underlying current that is going on also here for every one of you who is interested in just sitting in your being and continue living and knowing the truth of who you are. No? That is going on underground, no? For all of you while this talk is going on. No? I hope you remember that. Yeah, Asta, do you want to talk?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste, Ji.
Rajee, I want to bring this in front of you. I have this palpitation going on. Like, I'm very anxious. And I'm like, no, I want to connect with my Guru. I just want to speak to you. I just want to speak to you why I'm feeling anxious. Just, wanting to speak to you. And it happens. It just happens with me a lot. And I know why it also happens. And you said in your videos that you shared many times, there's a situation, you know what is happening. At times, you know why it is happening. And then you need to take a decision because you need to take a decision. I just need your help, to help me with that clarity. What is it and how is it you take that decision? Because
Sure.
you want to work, like you want to improve it.
See, like any other situation where we are confused, this is also an opportunity. It is an opportunity to grow. Grow in the direction of being more undivided and more central, more centered in our being. No? Now, let us look at the anxiety part a little bit. You said anxious. Anxious, you said? Like that?
Yes, Raji. Anxious, anxiety.
So this, let us deal with this anxious part first, because it is kind of interfering too much. So this anxiousness is connected to speaking actually to Raji or not. No? So what you can do is that you can say that I'm not actually going to talk right now until I'm clear, but I will work on being clear right now. No? So let me put that aside. Now that anxiety will not be there or anxiousness will not be there anymore. No? Like I'm not really talking or I'm not going to raise my hand, but I'm also not going to again go to somewhere else. I'm just going to look, what do I want to talk or not? Just I'm going to refine this one thing. I'm going to use it as a mirror, as an opportunity to come to the very, very pure, undivided state of myself. No? And just keep refining and see what is, like you will find kind of two voices, you will find kind of two interests, you will find kind of two things, and they're not going to merge into one or anything. Something very different will be noticed by you. And as soon as you will come to the actual real undividedness, it will not matter whether you talk to me or you don't. It will be same for you in relation to this. However, talking to me might have a different reason. Like you just want to connect and you have some benefit of it. That will be all right. No? So the decision, yes or no, will not matter here. Are you able to connect to what I'm saying?
No, Raji, please help me here. It is just not about talking to you. It's just it's just that anxiousness. It just keeps coming up for no reason.
See, if anxiousness coming for no reason, you can ignore it or no. I'm not saying you should ignore it. I'm asking you, can you ignore it or not?
Yes, I can ignore it.
Then simply ignore it, no? Then why we are talking about it? I'm not saying do anything. I'm inviting you to look more simply right now. Like why you are not able to ignore the anxiousness? No? Because you have to do something with it, no? Because you have something to do with it, no? Check what you want to do with it. Like what is your relation with it? What is your takeaway from it? Because you are trying to get something out of it or no? Another attempt of trying to tell you the same thing is that, do you want to approach this anxiousness from the from anxious state, or you want to approach it from stable state?
Stable state.
So come in stable state right now. Come in means do not uh, involve with this anxiousness, which is actually inside you. No, so you cannot say that it's not there. Anytime you can feel it, but don't mix with it right now. So is it possible for you right now to not be mixed with it and remain in your stable state of being?
Yes,
So,
Raj.
so just remain in your stable state of being. With me, no, right now, continue. So are you feeling anxious now?
No, Raj.
So you are, it is good, you are not feeling anxious now. Now find out the anxiousness which was there inside you also. Now is the anxiousness still there inside you?
Thankfully, I can't feel it much.
Eh?
I can't sense it much. Like, I
Yes.
can't.
Yeah. So the learning through this exploration is that as such, it was not that as such there was a anxiousness in you. It was that you were anxious. No? Try to clearly understand this. We think that anxiousness is something somewhere. No, it was you being anxious. And then you chose to be stable. Then you were not anxious. When you were not anxious, there was no anxiousness in you. No. Try to see the direct relation, please. Because we are very, very much rationalizing or, conceptualizing, um, through the thinking, we are making these things so much more complicated, no? Yeah. Please tell me if you understood this or not.
Yes, Rajee.
So if you are peaceful, there cannot be anything like anxiousness inside you. There can be energies inside you, but you cannot be anxious towards them. There can be different flavors of energies inside you, but you cannot be troubled by them directly. No? Like you have a direct option to be joyful while your energies are not joyful. No? Which is like your body having fever, let's say, or something. Being joyful when your body having fever. That's not going to remove the fever from your body, no? You will still have to take care, do something, no? Yeah. So this is the importance of sitting in yourself and learning to sit in the being. No? It is not an immediate answer to all the questions we have or the it is not an immediate fix to every problem that we are facing right now. But it is returning to our original joy, no? Which is not dependent on the state of energies. No? And try to look right now with me, Astha. Sometimes we get so much involved with the state of energies and the project to fix them, that when actually it is possible to be joyful, we feel no, I will not be joyful. I don't want to be joyful until I fix them. And it could be the opposite actually. They cannot be maybe fixed until you are joyful. No? Where to break this? Breaking this cycle is what is in a way breaking out of the bondage. No? You are the self. You can make your energies as beautiful, harmonized, joyful, transformed as you want. About the energies, okay? About the energies, on a lighter note. In one of the Reader Digest magazine we read, no? One guy got a shirt which had a label, no? Label care, like how to wash. To get the best results and to use it for a long time, wash it in gentle cycle, 40 degrees Celsius, mild detergent, dry it upside down in the shade. Don't iron. And if you don't want best result, then tie it to your jeep and drag it into mud. It was said like this. This is about energies. Whatever results we want, we will have to do that about energies. That much care will be required by understanding what these energies are, what they do, what they don't, how they start reacting when they become our strength, when they become our weakness. Understanding that work will be required. But all this while, you are the self. and free to sit in your joy of being. And then you can decide whether to balance these energies or not. Like you have a bicycle, you you like to ride a bicycle every day, no? In the field, like beautiful, tulip gardens and all in the summer, and every time it punctures, every time something breaks, and like this, at some point you will stop that. I kind of need to fix things, no? And you will fix them. Our body, mind, our consciousness together is that bicycle, no? Yeah. So thank you, beloved, for
Thank you so much, Rajee. You actually spoke my words. I was going to say, Rajee, how do I break this pattern? And you actually said, yeah, to break this cycle, you know.
break this cycle, not bicycle. No, I said bicycle. That not bicycle. Break only the circle. Cycle means circle, no, in this case. Yeah.
Thank you.
Because we are really trying to break that bicycle, these body mind energies. No, that is not going to be useful. Let us break out of the energies into our being, and then come back here. Let's see how to fix this, what to fix, what not to fix, and all that. No? So, as the meditation, fundamental meditation, just sitting is this slipping out of the energies into our being. And the relation with the energies will be there. And every now and then it will look like, it's so important. I have to attend this. I have to attend that. How can I just sit here? And somehow you will understand that no, it is important to sit in my being. Sitting in our being, this just sitting meditation or sitting in our being, sitting as ourselves, is where we get back our natural wisdom. Natural wisdom. Natural wisdom is not same as the understanding which we are refining. This understanding is a relative understanding. I cannot say of one life only, but all the lives together. No? This understanding is being refined, but the natural wisdom of the self wakes up in just sitting. No? Like what we call clear seeing, natural seeing wakes up. No? And then somehow we are able to see how many misunderstanding I have in the central place where I hold the understanding about everything. No? And that refinement also can happen so quickly. No? So sit with me right now. Just sit with me. No? Do not try to go anywhere. Don't try to go inside you. There is no inside you. Inside is energies. What we are calling inside is the consciousness only, different levels of consciousness. Don't go in that. Don't come out of anywhere also. Just stay with me right where you are, as you are. Just stay with me right where you are, as you are. I will just keep talking because what will happen is that otherwise we will get drifted away. Like we will get pulled into something. We will start doing something. No? So I will just keep talking for the sake of that, so that you keep listening to this sharing. No? Are you breathing as a doing, or the breathing is more happening? No. Are you breathing? Check. Let us check. Am I breathing? Yes, I am breathing, but am I breathing like a doing? Am I doing the breathing? When we are not going anywhere, let us explore the truth, no? Of most immediate facts. No? This is one of the most immediate fact that we breathe. We do breathe, no? So let us explore the truth of the most immediate fact called breathing. What is the truth of this fact? Because it is always there. And we are not trying to know the truth of it. We are trying to live the truth of it. No? Know means trying to move somewhere. Live means just being here and living directly. No? And these both the things, just staying here, not going anywhere, and living the truth of the breath, they will support each other. Any interest to involve in anything, let us involve in this. It will save us from distractions, from being pulled into thoughts or anything also. No. So do all your research, but do it as yourself. No. If there's interest to do something, no, let us do this thing. And if there's no interest to do anything, just the joy of being in yourself, joy of being as yourself, then let us continue. Let us still continue for another few minutes. Are you sitting in your body? Immediate. These are all immediate truth, which don't require thinking, which don't require any processing of anything. Nothing need to be changed about for it. No. Are you sitting in your body? Are you present in your body? Are you inside your body? Immediate exploration, immediately living the truth. No? No processing, no thinking about it. No. Are you thinking about all this which I am sharing? And don't think about it. This is not about for thinking. This sharing is not so that we can think about it. For that we did some lot of discussion happened before that. This is for immediately joining the truth, the living of the truth. No, immediately living the truth now. No, this is a guiding, by the way, in case somebody did not notice. No, but you guys have become very clever. That as soon as I say, guiding, then you start setting up your seat. No, so that's why I thought that this time I'll try to surprise you. No, I think I succeeded up to some degree. Not going anywhere, not coming anywhere, not becoming anything, not unbecoming anything. Are you present? You may feel, yes, I am present. Let us explore the truth of being present. What is present? What is being present? How I am present? Let us live the truth of being present. Being present means I am present in this moment. I am present in my body, or with my body. I am present with my breath. No. Let us explore the truth of it. Explore means let us live the truth of it, not thinking about it, not trying to know the truth of being present, but living the truth of being present while being present. No, we are present or not. If any one of you feel you are not present, continue listening to this voice and just do nothing else, and you will simply become present immediately. Do not try to understand this voice or the words which are spoken. In the guiding, words don't need to be understood. They have to be listened only, no? Because they are like a some packets for the being that you are. If you try to understand, they will be held back only at the gate of mind only. They will not reach the heart. No? Let them reach to your heart. No? And you, the being, immediately will understand what I am saying. This is the magic, this is the miracle of being together. Because, beloved, you are the same truth that I am. No? You do understand my language, I know that. That's why the inspiration to speak like this. No? When there is no audience, there is no such sharing. No? If any one of you feel that being present here is a sort of a struggle, little bit, no, then use this opportunity also. Why it is a struggle? Because then you will get to see something very fundamental inside you about yourself. No? Why it is a struggle? Because trying to be present is not what I am saying. No, we are not trying to be present. No, no, we are already present and now living the truth of being present. What is this being present? No, being present basically means that you, the self, is present in consciousness, in this particular consciousness called my body, mind, thoughts, feelings, abilities, and everything. No? This self is present in this individual consciousness called myself. No, present means this or not. So there are only two things here. In this being present, there are only two things. One, who you are, who is present, and in what you are present. No? Who I am, who is present, and in what I am present. Only two things. No third thing. No. And both are becoming clear by just living the truth of being present, not thinking about it. Both are becoming clear. What is that in which I am present and who I am who is present in it? Both, because truth is not two truths. The fundamental truth is one truth actually. Please try to understand this. That's why the fundamental truth cannot be understood in the way of the mind. It can only be lived in the way of the being and understood. No. Truth can be understood only in the undivided way, like absolutely undivided way. Not even a little bit dividedness can be allowed here. No, like absolute undividedness of the being, living the truth and understanding the truth. No? Like this. This is the way to understand the fundamental truth. What I call fundamental meditation is the way actually to live the truth and to understand the fundamental truth also. And in understanding the fundamental truth, everything else is understood in essence, not in details, but everything, the nature of everything is understood in a way. No? In living the fundamental truth, the nature of everything is being lived. In understanding the fundamental truth by living it, the nature of everything is being understood also. The essence in the essence, no? It's beautiful, no? It's so very beautiful. I'm so happy that some of you are actually totally with me. We are like totally living this simple truth. And do you notice how lightweight it is? How different also it is? Like how new it is? Like we never thought that truth is going to be like this. It does not match with any of our imaginations. And if it does, we are still moving in the mind only. We have not stepped into truth. No? Truth does not match with our imaginations ever, ever, ever. So the spiritual growth is one thing. This, what we are living right now, is spiritual awakening, not growth. A direct encounter with the truth, no? A directly living the truth. And now nothing of our past can match our images, imaginations, our understandings about truth will not match here now. It's like understanding everything about the ocean is one thing, and being in the ocean is totally different. Being in the ocean is so joyful, although those understandings are not here right now. But it's a direct knowing of the ocean now, no? Directly knowing the ocean. And don't carry any knowledge now here about the ocean. Let us not carry any knowledge about the truth now, about ourselves now. Because that knowledge we cannot carry here, but that knowledge can keep us in the mind, will not let us slip out of it into our own being. No? Very, very nice, beloveds. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Asta, for giving this opportunity. Uh, the way we experienced truth and met truth like this directly in our own being, it will not feel like you have really achieved anything. It will also not so much feel like you have lost anything. But it's something very, very, very different. It's radically different. No? It's not in continuation with the spiritual growth really. Spiritual growth is just a effort to make ourselves more stable and clear that I am ready for awakening now. No? Meaning I am ready to meet the truth of my being. And that much is enough. The spiritual growth has served its purpose. No? But when the time has come to live the truth, it's always first time. It is like love, always first time. Not like love relation. It's like love, experiencing love. No? Always first time. The experiencer, no? Who starts as ourselves, no? As who we are, that who we think we are, as the consciousness that I want to experience myself. Only when has achieved the stability and clarity about its decision to experience, no? We start like this. And as we stay in the truth, we are not found as that which we were before we started living this truth. No, we are not found here. But we are so happy. We are so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I kind of cannot find myself like I was before this guiding, no? But I'm very happy to not be here. And I'm very happy because I'm here. Because, how can you be happy if you are not here, no? But just as the other version, we are not here anymore. No? We are here as the truth that we are. I'm very happy, beloved, to say that we are here as truth now. Just don't touch movement for some time, so that the clarity happens in the wisdom of the being now. No, in the wisdom of the being, clarity once happens. Even if you are supremely confused in the mind, it will amount to nothing for you. You will not be able to get out of your being or mind, because I don't know who I am. Will make no difference to you. Will just means nothing to you. Even the questions in the mind that I don't know who I am. If somebody asks me, how will I tell them? No, these things will simply lose their meaning. Just come in contact with the truth of yourself. This is what we are doing right now. No? Like all the powers which we feel afraid of, or we are trying to struggle with, they just lose their power in a way. They just become powerless. You know, and we somehow naturally feel very joyful and wise. Naturally joyful and wise. This is the power of living the truth of who we are. Just sitting meditation also, dhyan, and satsang also. No? Like this. It's never about what you do or don't. It's just never about that. No? It's never about that. We can talk about those things sometime, out of necessity or out of fun, that balancing the energy and contemplation and everything. But those are not important things really. As long as we are able to live this truth of who we are, or as soon as we have started living this truth of who we are, those things are not important. Because before coming in contact with this truth, we are living as something else, which we are not really. Not that which we are not, but that is not there itself. That thing called, that what we call ourselves is not there in the first place. It is just empty consciousness. Different kosh, abilities. There is no thinker, there is just thinking. No, there is no experiencer, there is just experiencing. No. Can you live with me? There is no experiencer, just experiencing. And you, the being, blissfully enjoying yourself. You are truth. In the space of your own being, the experiencing happening, thinking happening. The thinking will keep giving you the impression that it is going to give you something. Be still, be stable, be clear what it will give you, and you will become free from it. Because you will become clear, I don't want anything from it. Meaning for practical life, like to take care of the physical body, mind is very useful. No? But for sitting in yourself, it's absolutely not necessary. No? It will become clear to you, beloved. I'm always addressing to you as the self that you are, beloved. Try to listen as that also, as much as possible. So very, very good. Anybody can talk to me also. There were some kind of dialogues that when I'm in front of you or when I'm with you, like lovers talk like this. So there was a dialogue that when I'm with you, my heart starts beating faster and slower at the same time. This is how it feels when you are in truth. You have become like faster and slower at the same time. Like no definition, no fast knowledge can really define it, how it is. That okay, I was so nicely sitting in my being. No, then you did not touch the truth yet. You did not touch the truth today then. Maybe you touched it last time, or you will after a few minutes only. But no, you did not touch the truth then. Just no, it cannot be matched by any definition, any understanding that we have had so far. Like you are moving at the fastest speed while you are absolutely still. You are at your best in terms of being dynamic while you are absolutely still. At the same time, both at the same time. No? This is our true state of being. We are made of two aspects, in case you did not notice. We are made of two aspects. One which is not changing, one which is changing all the time. The fundamental nature of the changeful aspect is not changing. No, the changeful aspect of ourself is what is consciousness. No, consciousness. Its nature is not changing in itself. The material thoughts are made of. That is not changing. But thoughts themselves are changing continuously. Feelings themselves are changing continuously. Like, do you have any one of you has any conclusion you have drawn out of thinking and which is not changing? Check right now. We may have the impression when we are not present enough in our being that we may have the impression that I have very solid conclusions in my mind which are like there, like there forever. No, even they are changing. By themselves they are changing when you are not doing anything about them even. I hope some of you, it may be a little bit too strong a sharing, but I'm feeling inspired to speak about it like this. Like absolutely everything in the consciousness aspect of ourself is changing. Absolutely everything in the consciousness aspect is changing. Slowly or fast. Part of the program, part of the plan of the source, no? Because if everything is changing very fast, it will look like in the middle of a tornado or something, no? But we feel like I'm in the body, I have different course, I have different feelings, I have different thoughts, I have a life, I move, I do. All of that is possible because things are very systematically changing, very gracefully inside us. No? While you, the self, is enjoying the show, and if you forget yourself, you will get caught up in one thing or the other. Doesn't matter what really. Identification basically is the identification of the self that you are with something in the consciousness, your own consciousness, individual consciousness. Doesn't matter what now it is, whether it is called body, whether it is called sense of doer, whether it is called sense of thinker, or anything else. In the consciousness, there is only one thing, which is a truth. In the consciousness, there is only one thing which is truth. That is the sense of our own existence. I am. It is like a connection. I am is like a connection of the consciousness and the self. From here, we can again lose like get consumed into the content of the consciousness, thoughts, feelings, life, activity, or slip back into that absolute truth that we are beyond it. The key is recognizing, sensing, feeling that I am, and not doing anything after that. Doing part is engagement with the consciousness. Not doing brings us back to who we are. Try to understand this, please. About the doing also, no? Whenever we do something with the consciousness, like thinking, doing body movement or anything, let us be a little more present also. And we will be, I think, after being present in our being, we will be relatively more present here, so that we will actually get to see what we are doing or how exactly we do anything. And this is also where the correction will take place. No? The misunderstanding that I am doing will also veer off naturally. No? We will see that I'm not so much doing really. I'm more letting them happen. No? You know, like we will notice that my hand writes on a piece of paper or an email. But when I try to write through my hand, a kind of a confusion, kind of imbalance, kind of, something not okay happens here. Then we will learn that, okay, I'm not supposed to do things through my hands. I'm supposed to be present and let them do the work. No? But it does not mean that let them do whatever they want. No, not at all. Not at all. Then they will just follow the tendencies, no? Unconsciousness, no? No. No, remaining present in the energies, in the consciousness. Now the job of you, the self, will be to remain present in the consciousness and taking care that nothing is able to resist to the pure doings that are coming from your being. Like just removing the resistances which are arising from the past energies. No? Just like a good batsman, no? Good batsman. All these balls come, or like a other player. Just keep throwing them out of your system, no? Removing the non-essential. Just simply keep removing the non-essential. Essential is already perfectly flowing inside us, no? In the form of consciousness and the parts of consciousness, different aspects of consciousness also, no? Which is not only the different course but also the energy, no? That is felt. I just felt like sharing. I hope that these things will help you in some way.
Namaste, beloved.
Namaste.
Thank you for this gift of getting me back to the self. And yeah, it was so long that I have spoken to you, and the time when Astha raised her hand and was talking, I could feel the anxiousness myself, because somehow the feeling was that I have gone so far away from myself. How will I come in front of Rajee and face him as the self? Because there is a memory, but it's a memory. And then this whole guiding happened, and I still didn't. I wanted to present this to you, that somehow the feeling was that I've gone so far away from myself. What will I say to Rajee, and how will I present myself? And and yes, it just this reminder of just being here with you and listening to your voice. It was when you were saying, when you are really thirsty, you know that at least you want to have water is the only thing that will quench your thirst. So somewhere it was that, yeah, this thirst is always there, and just being here with you is quenching it. So I don't know what else to say. I feel this I have said so much already, but
No, it's nice. It's nice. No? I think with every time we drift away from ourselves, we have a possibility of remembering more clearly for future also. No? Let us learn from it, so that we don't drift away from it now anymore. Because now we know what happens when we get uprooted from our own being. No? Now we know what happens. What happens in the body mind is a different subject, and as I said, we can discuss about that. And balancing the energies, the cause of it, holistic health, and everything can be discussed when necessary. But what happens to you in relation to what is happening in the consciousness is the real thing that happens when you forget yourself. No, you lose the joy of your being. You lose the clarity and stability which is natural in you. We lose that that natural sense of excitement in our being. That is what we lose. I mean, see, our body, mind, energies are going to be in one of the or the other state at any point of time. No? The more holistic health activities we do, meaning the more we are active towards holistic health, the more healthy they will be. Or they will not be healthy also in the opposite direction. No? As simple as this. But in relation to our state of energies, how are we? No, that's very important. Like, am I feeling sick when my body is feeling sick? Am I feeling sad when there is a sadness in my energies? No, no. You don't need to really, because in the essence of who you are, that does not reach. The essence of our being is protected from any effects which are happening in these four kosh. No? The only condition is that you should sit in your being for enough period of time every day. Meditation, dhyana and satsang, no, is for that. And clarity will arise that, oh my God, my like body mind is like our house. No? It will arise that while I was kind of busy or doing something, either I messed up the house or it got messed up. Let me do something about it, correct it, clean it, like anything. You know what I mean? Like, we can invite the experts of the house also sometime. Hey, can you give me a plan of like how to, do the deck, interior designing or anything. Many things are possible, but making sure that we are joyful, we are peaceful is essential. Actually, it is essential. No? Everything else comes afterward. No? Thank you. I just felt like sharing. Thank you, beloved.
Thank you, Ravi. There's also something, that I want to see with you when you said about, stop. And because when the stop happens, it's a gradual, the body stops. However, the initial momentum, that has been going on, that takes a little while to stop. And I feel when the sitting happens, it's also a little gradual. It cannot, for me, it doesn't happen like okay, I'm practicing just sitting today and it'll happen today. I just felt I wanted to bring this to you as well. The stop takes a little while. However, now when you just guided me right now, the stop just happened like so naturally. It was like, oh, it was like totally, and oh, okay.
Yes. I understand
So
that.
could you speak something more about it?
Yes.
Or we can explore together.
Yes. We will explore also. Let me just quickly say that that's why dhyan and satsang is kind of going on for some time in our in this title of the sharings. Dhyan is that part where you are trying to stop, and of course succeeding also sometime, because you have a decision, but you are not succeeding maybe as much as to wake up to who you are or to experience directly your own truth. So that's where the need, when you need your energies to slow down, only when we are not in contact with our own being. That time we need our energies to slow down in order for us to stop. When we are living in our natural state of being, we are not identified with anything in the energies. Then they are allowed to be the way they are. Then we don't have to slow down. So that slow down basically is coming, like the dhyan is that attempt where we are trying to withdraw ourselves from energies. Do not wait. No. So one part of what we can explore together is try to correct the understanding of meditation, fundamental meditation. Right now, let us do it. Do not try to change the state of your energies. Meaning, during the attempt of meditation, just sitting, do not try to change the state of your energy. Do that every other time. Like when you are working on your energy, like working on your health, that's so totally fine. But with that time, do not try to change those energies. Okay? Do not wait for them to slow down also. Just ensure that I am not doing anything with them. Do that right now. Is that okay? Like let your thoughts and feelings and all of your energies be the way they are right now. Let them freely move. No, let them freely move so that you can become free from this confusion that when they move, then I cannot be still. No? So let them move right now, and you do not move. In the beginning, it could be a little bit like a stiff, like a stressful, gentle stress could be felt, and it is going to become more relaxed as the understanding will correct here about what exactly I have to do or what I do not have to do. Because in the name of trying to be still, we kind of contribute a lot to the same model in which we have been living, doing. So we keep doing in the name of not doing. No? Trying to be free, trying to be still is mainly when we are waiting for our energies to slow down. Don't wait for your energies to slow down in this attempt, no? When we are trying to meditate. No, rather let them freely move as they are moving. It is about your decision to just not move towards, in relation to them. Basically, not moving at all. No? Are you able to understand now what we are talking?
Right, Lord,
So,
yes.
to that correction, this is one part of the what we can explore. Second thing is satsang. Now understand satsang. What is satsang? Satsang is really from the other side of this what we are talking. Like meditation can bring us to that stability or taste and appreciation for truth, from where we can pick up in satsang now. No? That's why I said that for those of you who have succeeded more and more in meditation, in just sitting, that meditation being in yourself will continue throughout the meditation, throughout the satsang now. No? Because the being or some beings are now sitting in their natural state here and continuously so. No? So that will help you in satsang in one way. Another way is when guiding happens, for example. No? That time what is happening is that you are actually invited to live the truth directly, not trying to be still, no? Not trying to stop, not trying to just sit. No? And living our truth is actually eye-opener. Even for some time, it just makes us free from the dreaming. Yeah? Try to live with me right now, dreaming. What is dreaming? Are you not present on this chair where you are right now? No? But how much you are present? That much you are not dreaming. How much you are not present, that much you are dreaming right now. No? Because when we are not present, what we are doing? What we are doing is called dreaming actually. No? Meaning attending the dream in one way or the other. No? So try to live that right now also. Don't discard the dream. Like there is no dream, there is no mind, there are no thoughts. Don't do that. Because ultimately that's going to be another thought, that there are no thoughts in me. You know? So dreaming basically is what happens when you, the self, is not living your truth. Now dreaming is not really connected to a particular subject, whether it is about thoughts or body, trees or humans. It's not. It's just about everything. Everything that we meet, everything that we experience, we dream about it rather than we live it or perceive it purely. No? What we call projection. Is it dreaming in the being? No? So the answer to it is not really how to be free from dreaming. Answer to it is that how to live in my natural state of being. No? From where I live the truth as it is, meaning truth of everything as it is. Truth of body also, truth of thoughts also, truth of feelings also, truth of my consciousness also, and the truth of myself also in relation to consciousness. No? Like slowly it will all, but it is, so this is a approach. Satsang is an approach based in living the truth. All other approaches are based in dreaming, how to dream less. Satsang is the approach how to wake up more. Not doing any work on dreaming, just waking up more. The more we are waking up, the less we are dreaming. No? I hope that it is clear now. Thank you. Ah. Always keep the golden keys, never lose them. Then you will find always an exit from anywhere in the matrix. But if you lose contact with those golden keys, no? those calls which come, then you cannot return. Please answer the phone whenever a call comes. No? Otherwise, we might be stuck. It's a real experience of being stuck. No? Yeah, I understand that. Thank you. Keep in touch. Keep in touch with yourself. Okay. God bless you. Very effortlessly, this meeting is happening. No? Very joyful also. Yeah.
Rajee, I cannot be like enough thankful for the calls that come, and I don't know what I have done to even deserve these calls, but these calls are, thank you.
Thank you, beloved. Your appreciation actually for me is your appreciation for your own self, no? For your own truth. Like the more valuable awakening becomes for you, the more valuable satsang becomes actually. No? Because now you are less interested in the journeys. No? You are less interested in the methods now. No? Methods and journeys are more important when the dream is very real for us. When the dream has already started becoming unreal for you, then you know that these methods cannot work for me. Spiritual growth is an actual thing, but essentially it is waking up little bit by little bit, no? But what we see, conclude, experience or achieve or attain there should not be taken forever. That okay, it's going to be like forever. Now this clarity, this understanding, this experience, this state, no, it's going to change. We will have to let go of that also. No? So thank you, beloved. Just feel like sharing something with you. This body, mind, this consciousness in which you are living, you the self is living, it has many possibilities of creating confusions. The biggest confusion it can create is, it can create a sense of I. Remain alert about it. You don't need a sense of I, you are the self. Learn to live without a sense of I. Do everything without being a doer. Think everything without being a thinker. Experience everything without being an experiencer. This is the key you should remember when living in consciousness. Doing is totally innocent. Being a doer of it, the trap. Let the doing be to the maximum, what we call totality of doing, while remain as the being. Like this. Thank you. Very, very nice. Yeah. Prajotji, you want to talk?
जी नमस्ते जी
Namaste ji.
जी I wanted to come forward and say thank you so much. I felt that so much or many understandings happen and many clarities got defined and many new clarities happen. Thank you so much.
Oh, very good. I can maybe say a little bit, Prajot, that many things, as you said, many things became clear more and more, no? Like this. This is very good. Also, it will be very nice to make your understandings more and more central now. Central, no? Like not only understanding many things, but also understanding why I am trying to understand anything, no? Why there is a need to understand anything also, no? Like what I get out of it, no? What I am getting out of it, no? Like, am I really getting something out of it? Like, doesn't mean what I'm getting, but if I'm getting, I'm happy. But if I'm not getting something out of it and still I'm doing it, the non-essential. This is non-essential, no? So connect everything with the being that you are now. Make everything central for you. Stop working for the dream. Stop working for unconsciousness now. No. Stop working for addiction now. No. You know what I mean? Like we were talking, I think, the other day that it is beautiful for the being, for the self to experience. No? Where things become ugly or where the experiencing becomes ugly is when the self starts experiencing things through addiction. No? Experiencing and the one who is experiencing is something so one and harmonized with each other that there are no footprints left after the experiencing. You know, pure experiencing and moving on. And then whole life flow is like this, slowly, no? But when we are experiencing through addiction, addiction means what? Through unconsciousness, no? Like, are you enjoying this chai? Yes. How much of you? This how much of you is important. How much of you means how much of you is free from any thought or feeling which is trying to say something based on the past, no? You know what I mean? So addiction is something which is living inside us. But oftentimes we are living in the addiction also, like identified with that addiction also. Like addiction will ask, will you know, in the state of addiction, there is a need for experiencing. No? Free from addiction, there is a joy of experiencing. No? Meaning nothing is being added to the self more than what it already has, but it is just a joy of experiencing. No? And what is wrong in joy of experiencing? Nothing wrong. No? You know, meaning self was as free before the experiencing as it is free during the experiencing and after. No? Like this. So joy of experiencing is a very different thing versus need of experiencing. No? As soon as you the self accepts the need for experiencing, you have surrendered to the addiction, to the unconsciousness, to the dream. No? I don't know, but there's a feeling to speak like this, Prajot. I hope in some way you are able to connect it to it or not, or maybe somebody else.
I'm feeling so much joy now when you're talking. My body is throbbing with the joy.
Oh.
Feeling so much.
Because experiencing basically means what? What are you experiencing? Is that also not truth? Why then it should be a bad thing? No? In fact, through experiencing, you the self is knowing yourself also as what you are experiencing. What you are experiencing is also yourself. You are again, one veil lifted away, disappeared. Oh, I am the flower also which I am experiencing. I am the chai also which I am experiencing. Like you became more free in a way from the limitation in a way. Like you got to know yourself more, in a way. But the need, as such, any need in the being is connected to the dream, no? Is there any need in the being? There could be a joyful flow coming from the being intuitively, no? To do something. Like body has need, no? And body is going to have needs, no? Is body your need? If yes, then the needs of the body are your needs, no? Is it a too direct question to be asked like this? Because when I'm asking, I'm actually living this truth of this question with you. No? Is body your needs? Is body your need? If it is clear to you that if body is my need, then it is also clear to you that the needs of my body are my needs now, in a way, no, indirectly. Then what is wrong in that also? So it's all about, Prajot, living in the awakened state of being. What experiencing what or not is just simply not relevant here. Should not be discussed actually. No, this is your individual thing. No, do you need to forget yourself when you experience something? That is also addiction, coming from addiction. No? Meaning that is part of the dreaming, no? Unconsciousness. That I have to forget myself when I have to, like that. That that experience requires me to be in a certain state. I cannot be in my natural state, true state of my being. No? Then that is also not a true experience, by the way. A false experience requires the false self. You to be false in the false state, no? You know what I mean? I don't know if these things will make sense, in all of you or not. But I'm just trying to wake up something in you, or like this, so that you can yourself start seeing from your own wisdom, no, you the self. That hey, okay, so experiencing is not a problem. Experiencing is fine because I enjoy experiencing. You may feel like this. So, okay, so it's about something else. It is actually. It is about something else. So, very good, beloved. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
They just come in front of you and say, thank you so much. It's joy, and yes, it's so much joy. Thank you, Ji. Thank you.
It's very nice, no? Yeah. In this silence of your being, in this silence of the being, all that truth is being revealed naturally. All means all of it. Like we don't have to come into the mind mode or noisy mode of the being to understand anything. It's just that we have to give some chance to it. No? Because not everything will be understood immediately. It will take some time. No? Yeah. But one thing the being can understand very simply and immediately, that whether this state is good for me or not. No? This is the decision part, that whether I want to live in my being or not. Or is there any other state better than this? No? There cannot be any better state than your true state. No? And as soon as we start becoming conscious of it, there is no option left. No? Meaning it's not about states which I experience. It's not about experiences which I go through, or the confusions which I try to be clear about, no? Or try to clear them. It's about me more. No? Whether I am living from my true state or not, it's about me more. No? Because when I am not in my true state, I am prone to confusions. No? I am prone to delusion. No? I get deluded. No? Like sometimes we have a misunderstanding about the power of Maya. No, Maya. Is it deluding us? It is not. It is innocent flow. And it is said that it is power of the Supreme Being only. Meaning, it is the moving aspect of the Supreme Being. What we are experiencing as the world is just the moving aspect of the Supreme Being. So it is not intentionally trying to confuse us. It is our dividedness, which is not letting us see it as it actually is. That is creating confusions. So, not that the rope is not there. Rope is very much there. But the snake is not there in it. Are we troubled by the rope? Not really. It's like innocent, it's fine, like what it can do. Even if I go in the night from this road, you know. So we are not troubled by the rope, we are troubled by the snake that we live in it, which does not exist in it really, which exists in us who experiences it. And which is created by our dividedness, when we are not living in our natural or true state. Our body minds are actually capable of facing the challenges of life as it will come to us. Where we fall short is the confusions which we ourselves have created, and now we are trying to be free from them. And how we have created those confusions from our dividedness, and we continue living in our dividedness, trying to fix those confusions, those problems which don't exist anywhere. No? You see what I mean? So that's why a wise being who has become clear, a soul will immediately come to their natural state. No, I am not going to go from here at all. Because then I'm not certain. When you are not divided, you are not certain about what you are seeing is really what it is. Like you cannot trust your perception. Now you can. Like you can trust your perception so much here now from your being that even when you are confused, it is confusion. We are not even clear about confusion even. I'm not sure whether I'm confused or not. I'm not sure whether it is confusion or not, And same, we are not sure whether it is clarity or not. No. Now you are clear. I am confused. Or there is a confusion. Not that I am confused, but yes, there is a confusion. Like here in this natural state of your being, you almost have no knowledge. No? But also you don't have any problems, any confusions, any sufferings, any struggles. No? It's pure joy. It is fulfillment, which we are seeking for. No? All the desires simply fall away here. Because absolute fulfillment is achieved here, is already here. No? Like you, the being, the self knows that even if I try for another millions of lifetimes to think in the similar ways in which I have been thinking, I cannot achieve the beauty which I already have now, here, right now. So that clarity is there inside you. That is the freedom from the mind. Mind means the hope for future. That is mind, no? Journey. Journey means hope in future, no? And that is not attended now. The absolute beauty is being experienced. No? It has its own evidence, its own power. No? It's not like, okay, let's see, I'm trying to stay in it. Are you sure you are trying to stay in the truth? It must be some understanding in which we are trying to stay. No? Yeah. It's very good, beloved. Thank you for meeting like this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very happy to see all of you, online friends. Very, very, very nice.
Rajee, at the end, a practical question. So we are in this Satsang Intensive Weekend, and you gave us in one of the videos some practical things what to do before coming to Satsang. And my question is there something you would recommend we can do from now after the meeting, before tomorrow meeting, to stay in the vibration of today's beautiful meeting?
Yes, I feel that the essence, some of you have clearly understood the essence of who we are. Essence in the sense of, in the essence you have understood who you are. And because of that, you are going to stick to that essence, meaning you are going to stick to yourself. So stay in yourself as much as you can until the next meeting. This is my humble request to all of you. If it is not possible, because then if you are able to stay like this, it covers everything. You know, it covers the stability, it covers the clarity, it covers everything else. It covers the correction in the energies also in future, if you want. Let's say your body mind is not balanced, your energies are not balanced while you are living as the being, and but you don't have any objection about it, like you are least bothered about it. Will you be suffering from it? Not really, no. You will be just rejoicing, no? As it is, like fine. But we can talk about that when that comes. But so this is one possibility. Another is, if that has not been achieved or that is not happening in the whole day continuously, another thing is being undivided more and more. Like whenever you sense that I got divided, do not focus on the options which are giving you the impression that I am divided. Focus on you. What do you want from all of them? Not one of them. Don't focus on one of them. That, like, look at them, that okay, option A is giving me 1, 2, 3, option B is giving me 2, 3, 4, option 3 is giving me 3, 4, 5, like this. That's okay. That's the analysis part of mind only. But what do you want from all of them? And that will bring you to your undividedness again. Either you will say, I don't want anything from them. Okay. So just you will be that time when you don't want anything from the options given by the mind, thoughts, feelings right now. You will be sitting in yourself, just sitting in your being as the choiceless being. Choiceless being is our natural state. When we see that I don't need to attend any choices in order to be joyful or to be myself, yeah. What the hell? This is a very good discovery, That choiceless awareness. This is choiceless awareness. You are that choiceless awareness. Choiceless awareness basically means that your ability to be aware is not being selective about being aware of anything. It's just being kind of unified in a way, Like aware of what is going on, body, mind, everything, but not trying to change anything in them, letting them play the way they are playing until necessary. When necessary, I will interfere, like this. So this will be a very beautiful state of sitting in yourself also. But try to come to undividedness whenever you sense confused. Like whenever we sense confusion, like naturally we are going to flow in the whole day, like beautifully flowing nicely. Like things come, a superficial selection takes place, and we go on. The place from where we are experiencing will remain joyful and undivided. As soon as the place from where we are experiencing life becomes divided, that time we should stop. And we should come back to our undivided state first. Otherwise, we are going to introduce so many things, meaning the projections, in which we are going to live as if they are real, and then we are going to ask that how to be free from them now. That's why this is essential also. Am I being too fundamental, or is it fine to speak like this? Because all of you are so powerful, so sincere beings, that I feel speaking less than this will not be okay. No? I can feel your presence. So beautiful it is. No? And if this self-effort also does not work, then listen to some old recordings also. Just sitting meditation on YouTube also there, and you all must be having some old recordings, no? In one way or the other, you can listen to them. Like what will happen in this listening to them? Don't try to understand. Although it will look like if I can understand what is the right thing to do, then I will be out of it. No, you don't have to understand anything to get out of it. This it is the not natural state of your being. And the way is to connect to the vibration of truth and get out of it into your natural state again. So listen to the recording in this way. And it is okay to try to understand while listening to the recording. But in this context, I am saying, use the recording as a song or some music. Like, out of it now. Very good. Sit in your natural state more now. Because awakening is essentially correction in the two levels. One is the what we call understanding, mind level, which is central place from where we are deciding everything about life, our life individually, and the correction in the wisdom of the being also. So that correction will happen here when we sit in our undividedness. Like we will much less understand what is awakened state, but we will much more understand what is sleep state. In our natural state, we will much more understand what is sleep state. That's why we will not fall in those traps. So that's all I think, or anything else you would like to say?
Very helpful, I feel. Thank you very much.
Because we can get out of, as I said, these 2 days is a lot of time. You can feel that right now or not? We are like here, like as if for so long. We have explored so much or lived so much truth or not. It depends on all of us, how sincere we are, how devoted we are to it. No? So that's why what you ask can help. We can dip our toes in this satsang and go back to our world and do the things that we are doing, or we can remain in this satsang, in this satsang intensive, which we have joined, while doing everything else, only as necessary in the practical life and everything. It is possible, really. And I feel it is very useful also. Because our true state is not a place where we are going to reach somewhere someday. No, our natural state is the place from where we are living everything right now also. So we don't have to come to our natural state. We have to stop going to our false state. And the way we are living in our false state is the way collectively the life and everything that we do. Collectively it is happening together, no? I'm not talking about the life which happens outside of our body. I'm talking about the life, thoughts, feelings which happen inside us. Collectively they are keeping us in the state of a doer and doing, thinker and thinking, experiencer and experiencing. You know, like this model. This is a model in which we are living. So that's the region. Thank you. It's very joyful. We just sit for 5 minutes, then we end.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I can't thank you enough. I can't It is actually an intensive retreat. It's actually an intensive retreat. I can see the 2-day intensive retreat. It is so beautiful. I mean, we are so blessed.
Actually, it has become because of all of you. You know, actually it has become like this because of all of you. Know, it has become because of all of you like this. Because truth is available to be lived. We can live truth also in satsang, like now. No, it's just about how much truth we want to live today. No? And you said that I want to live as much as possible. No? So that's all.
I've been saying this to myself from last few days, that like observing, you know, like what I shared earlier, because of the practical life, and then I said, okay, I'm required to be the doer right now, to feel, to think, all those things. It's part of, you know, it's part of, I can say it's planned that way. But it is also vital to distract myself from distractions. So I think the best is to be in the satsang, and so I mean, attending the satsang, that's why it's a gift, and there's no way I can, you know, I don't know how to express this.
Say a little more, because I would like to kind of, you know, talk to you a little bit also like this.
Just a flash of light I think is enough to see the road, and the silence of the satsang, you know, is the flash of light in which shows everything, and then in the end it comes to the stability and clarity. And you also, like joyfully, you were asking in beginning, I think, to Anna, why would somebody do something, the doing, without any, like when there is no end result, you like, because it's so joyful. It's so joyful.
Actually, this joyful joy of doing without focusing on the outcome of it is actually the same joy which is the joy of the being also. It is joy of existing, which can be lived so simply in the daily life if we don't focus on the outcome of our doing so much. Meaning as much as practically necessary. I'm not talking about that so much, but like every doing is like a workshop. No, every doing is like a workshop. No, for us, like it has a. It is showing us how much present we are in it, how much divided we are, like what else we are doing that time when we are doing something, for example, no, and why we are doing that thing, you know. Like sometime, for example, it is necessary to think about something while you are, let's say, writing an email or having a chai or something. It's necessary. But then you know why you are thinking about that, no? But most of the time, what happens is that we are not even aware how much we are absent from having a chai or writing an email or anything. But as soon as we are aware, it's so amazing, no? Because we are searching for that joy, which is naturally and always present where we are and what we are, no? What a funny thing. We are searching for that joy which we are not experiencing when we are divided or kind of unaware of our own nature, not living our own nature. And we are searching for it. Why continue not living our nature? That's never going to solve. You know? But there is a scope for correction in our understanding. That is what is spiritual growth. No? That somehow we understand that I think something is not okay about this whole thing that I'm doing, no? In this awakening and spiritual growth and everything. There is something not okay here. Like there is a lot of struggle and I'm not getting much out of it. No? When I'm going to be joyful, you know. So for me, joy is a very good checkpoint like this. And surprisingly, we can be joyful even when we are struggling in the spiritual journey. And sometimes we feel that I am sitting as myself now, and even then I am not joyful. You know, like I'm so nicely sitting as myself. I'm absolute truth. You know? We can maybe ask, can I laugh when I'm sitting as myself? Then for sure, then most probably I'm sitting as myself. No? Or I need to be like not laughing state, otherwise I will lose myself. No? Because we will lose ourselves also, no? If we laugh too hard. What we will lose is a sort of a setup of things. Like we have arranged things in a certain way, like which is also not a bad thing. But that's not the real thing. You are the self. You can arrange everything the way you want, any moment. And we are arranging by the way. So we have arranged all the energies and our relation and our understanding about it as if this is my true state now. Okay, this is my true state. No, true state is when we can challenge it again and again every morning, and yet it remains the true state. That is the true state. No? We can afford to let it go, and it still remains. That is the true state. No, only that is joyful. I feel. So I think we are good. No, I just felt like this. Thank you.
When you were talking to, I think, Prachi you reminded me again of something which, a pointing which you had shared once about thoughts, thinking. Am I?
Oh, yeah.
You said something once that that thoughts show you beautiful, things, but it gives you nothing. And I got reminded of one Kabir Doha, and I was very happy. I said, "Oh, this is another way to see this." I don't know if it's correct. It was the Kabira khada bazaar mein mange sabki khair, na kisi se dosti, na kisi se bair. So the meaning in this satsang I felt was Kabira khada bazaar mein, I felt like it's witnessing, observing. Mange sabki khair is being love, and na kisi se dosti, na kisi se bair means not fighting with the thoughts and feelings, not being attracted to the thoughts and feelings. Yes. So it's like, wow, this felt.
It's amazing actually. I mean, I'm sure that this is a much more truer version of the understanding of what Kabir said, no? Than many other versions maybe, no? Very, very good. What I'm again trying to bring all of you to is this: just sitting, doing nothing. This is that. No? Sitting means where? Sitting in the energy, no? Right now. We are not able to sit in our being right now. We are only going to sit in our energies, consciousness right now. No? But sitting in the consciousness, not doing anything, is the door to get out of it into our natural state, the unchanging aspect of our being, where what we call the shift is possible. Shift means what? Shift basically means the recognition that I am the changeless and I am the changeful both at the same time, all the time. Even a glimpse of the changeless can change so much our perception towards the changeful and can make us so much stable towards it. No? Like so much relaxed about it, like it's all right. Like somehow that I'm not going to lose myself ultimately. There's an aspect of me which is always going to be there. No? Like this. I think very good, very good. Thank you, thank you. What I call clarity basically is an attempt to simplify things as much as we can. Simplify means what? Simplify means like bringing them to the more reality than to the imagination. No? Like bringing them from the imagination to the reality. Like what they are really, let's meet them. No? Yeah. One thing I think I can share in the end right now, that living in the body or living in the consciousness, we are going to have two modes in which we will be. One is the active mode, one is the inactive mode. No, inactive mode being living as our own being, living in our own being. No, active mode being like doing something with the consciousness, thoughts, feelings, life. No, body and life, like no. And between these two modes, one of the mode is going to be our primary or default mode, where we will slide back naturally without doing anything. Another will be a little effortful mode. No? Meaning, for like just to make it more clear, like right now, our doing mode is our default mode right now. Not doing mode is not our default mode right now. So this not doing mode is the natural state of being that we are. But does not mean that we cannot do anything from there, or we cannot come to the active mode. No, I'm talking about when you, the self, is living in the consciousness. These are the two things I noticed. You are always going to be in one of the two states. When you don't do anything, where you slide into the inactive, true natural state of being, or into the active doing, thinking mode. No, that is where we can do some correction. No, if we want to be in the active mode by default because we are involved with life and we want to do a lot of things in life, then and we are in the active mode, that's very good, no? But if we don't want to be in the active mode all the time, but we remain in the active mode all the time, then something can be done. Correction and understanding can happen. Just sitting meditation can happen, can help also. Dhyan and satsang can help a lot in this. Just sitting and doing nothing is not like not doing forever. It's not doing when you don't want to do anything. No? It's about mastery. No? It's about mastery. No? It's like this. So I just thought that maybe it will be nice to kind of look at it again. No? Like more simply. No? I think it is very good. Very, very happy to meet all of you, beloved. It all has flown, has been flowing so effortlessly and beautifully. Thank you for joining today. Thank you.